This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Don't shake your body.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes.
The creator of Food Fighters is here with us right now, the one and only Adam Richman. But he's a citizen of Sway in the morning.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank
Adam.
you. I love you. Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Hey, Adam, you was the first chef to ever bust a verse on Sway in the morning, man. What does it feel like to hold that honor?
It was amazing. And you know, you already knew that, you know, back in the day, I was getting those KMEL cassettes of hearing Safir and Casual Battle and stuff. So I already had a lot of respect for you before the MTV days. So to meet you alone, but then the fact that you even let me just hit a couple bars on the mic, that was amazing. So apologies to Eminem for what I did to Square Dance on your show, but it was just amazing, the fact that you've ever given me the opportunity. It's really great.
Well, we had to suffer a casualty because you killed Square Dance so badly, one of the interns got fired because of you, Adam. So just to let you know, man. Man, you had another interesting hip-hop experience with the Global Spin Awards, right?
I did. I was bummed because I didn't get a chance to see you there. But yeah, it was, as someone who grew up in Brooklyn, and you know, you hear, you know, I remember buying Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back, and Chuck D saying, "Say the name of my DJ," and you hear Terminator X, Twin Hypes yelling King Shamik, "Do it to the crowd," and then you know these names, and then all of a sudden in one evening, to me, K-Slay, Premier, Funk Flex, there's Rakim, nice and smooth, like they did their verses from Dwick. I met Pete Rock and Red Alert, and it's just like these are the guys that really are the cornerstone of, you know, 808s and heartbeats, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just took my breath away to actually see, and even the new guys to see Arab music and Z Trip, and you know, to go from Techniques to Seratas and an iPad, it's still just the most beautiful art form.
Adam Richman is here, man. You know, I just came up with an idea, man, and maybe we could do this together and get Heather B involved too. We need a kind of like a hip hop edged food show on network TV.
Hell yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
I would. Well, first of all, I would do anything with you. I have such respect for you, and I think that a lot of your listeners may be unaware because, you know, you're such a cool guy and such a compendium of hip-hop knowledge, but you're like a really solid guy. Like, I always look forward to hanging out with you, so I'd work with you on anything. But I've always felt like, you know, rappers that have...
Thank you,
like
Radom. Jam.
Of course. No, I mean it. Real talk. And, like, the thing is, it's like there are recipes that, like, I'm sure there are recipes from Staten Island that Method and Jizza really dig. I'm sure there are places, you know, you go to Charlotte, you go to Atlanta. There are places I'm sure I like to eat as an Emory student that T.I. like to eat in. So I would love to do something where it's about rappers getting back to their hometown, maybe cooking with their families, their moms. I would be honored to do something
Let's
like
do
that.
it, man. Let's do it together. We'll come up with that down the line when you guys see that come to fruition. Kelly, can you start working on that for me?
Please, in
All
a
right,
heartbeat.
Great. All right, cool, man. Now, you know, you're here at the Super Bowl, and I think I read somewhere that are you a Miami Dolphins fan?
I am indeed because of Dan Marino.
Dan Marino, you're a big Dan Marino fan, who, to me, can Dan Marino ever be considered one of the greatest, considering he's never won a Super Bowl?
It's tough. You know, I mean, I came dressed as the guy for Halloween, so I don't know if I'm like a really unbiased source. I mean, look, the guy had touchdown records, but for me, the reason why I liked him had nothing to do with Super Bowl rings. It was the fact that when he clearly was the winning force, he credited his team, he credited Shula, the people of Miami. When the team truly let him down, he always took it on himself. He competed with honor. His work for autism as a result of his son having it has been unbelievable. And even when everything came out about him having a child on the side and he answered, he never made some mealy-mouthed media masterminded thing. He stood up, and he's been a stand-up guy in so many respects. He's the type of competitor that I'm honored to say he's my sports hero.
He's your sports hero. I always thought he was the guy from Knight Rider.
Or from Ace Ventura.
Exactly, right. People might not know you're a big football fan, and you've actually, you know, you came to talk about NFL UK.
That's right. Yeah, it's bananas. I was over there. So every year, this past year, 3 teams gave up a home game to play at Wembley, which is a 90,000-seat arena that has hosted Olympics and some of the biggest soccer games in history. And it's crazy because, you know, you always think we don't like soccer, they don't like our football, and you're so, like, they pack the stadium. They wear jerseys from every team. 70,000 people pack Trafalgar Square as a fan, and, you know, they love the game. They love the physicality, the pageantry, the cheerleaders. And I'm just, you know, I'm very blessed. I've got a fan base here, a fan base there, and anything I can do to promote our game there and let them know about the power and the passion of American football, I'm all for it.
Yeah, but what's the tie? Like, are you are you being paid to do this, or is it?
No, I'm just
Are
really.
you cooking? I mean, are you providing? Are you catering the Wembley Stadium, or?
I got Super Bowl tickets.
Adam,
Attached to it.
I have a
Yes.
question for you. Now, obviously, when it comes to Super Bowl, what's most important is the game, then it's the halftime show, but then it's the calories. What are like some staple food items you think everybody should have or that you
You know
want
what?
on your plate?
That's a really great question. My whole philosophy with Super Bowl parties is handheld. I think, usually in someone's living room, the notion of a fork and knife and cutting stuff on your knees when you're eating on your lap, it's messy, it's inconvenient. And plus, if it's a big play, you can stand up if it's handheld.
Yeah, good point.
You get beer in one hand or soda or whatever in one hand and a egg roll, a wing or whatever. So handheld, guac definitely. And then again, I always tell people, like, if you come from a wonderful, like, different, like, ethnicity, you want to have wontons or steamed pork buns or, whatever, embrace that. I love the fact that sometimes my friends will do something about the teams. I went to a tailgate thing today where they did like, okay, so Seattle's there, so we'll do crab and we'll do salmon. New England's there, we'll do chowders and lobsters.
Yum.
So I think that, when you do the stuff that ties into the game, it actually takes on a life other than, I just need something to soak up all this booze.
Yeah,
right.
definitely. You can stay themed with it. So you know what, Adam? I'm going to
Yes.
have HB run down her menu for you. Can you just kind
Hit
of
it.
give, a cosign or what?
Oh my gosh,
Let's
Tracy.
go.
Bear
Put
in
me on
mind,
the
I'm
spot.
biased because I love Heather, but okay, go
I
ahead.
love you too, Adam. I'm making oven roasted garlic king crab legs.
Woo!
I love
am
you so
making
much.
coconut fried shrimp sandwiches. I'm doing some chicken on the grill. I'm doing fried chicken and I'm doing slow roasted barbecue chicken. I got potato salad, macaroni salad, red velvet cupcakes, blue velvet cupcakes, as well as a Patriot Punch and a Seattle Sangria.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
Want to come
would
home,
you ever
Sway?
marry a Jewish guy or just
I
like?
would, Adam. I got so many husbands right now. No, boo. You know how it is. Wait till a couple of them fall off. I got you, Adam.
No, I'm impressed. Can I ask one question? What are you serving those shrimp sandwiches on? Those sound fascinating.
I'm serving them on a really chewy Hawaiian bread that I get from the
Oh,
grocery.
so smart.
Thank
so
you
smart.
so
the
much.
sweet bread.
Yeah, the sweet bread, and I kind of I mix mayonnaise and a nice pineapple preserve together, and that's kind of the sauce I put on
All
top
right,
of
Heather.
it.
Damn,
So-
jeez,
Yup.
man. I'm
Have fun
getting
in
hungry hearing
Arkansas.
this.
No, I'm excited, Adam, about football. I love football. I love the partying. I love it. I get a chance to cook for my family and friends. I love the festivities around it.
It's the best.
It
the
is.
gathering is the best.
What do you give her? A scale 1 through 10. What's that menu like?
That's on some like 11 type stuff. She even named the beverages for
Yeah.
each team. I'm going to go 11.5 on that.
11.5, man. That's pretty damn good, Heather. Now, real quick, Adam, you got a book that's coming out that you just authored too, right?
I do. It's coming out May 12th. It's called Straight Up Tasty. And it's my cookbook. The subtitle's Meals, Memories, and Mouthfuls from my travels. And that's it. It's just basically, it's not like super chefy. I just wanted to make a cookbook that's for people that wanted to try cooking for the first time or people that were afraid to try. But also, it's a little bit of a mix master of my own right. Little, I don't know, DJ K-Slay of the kitchen, but kind of like,
Hilarious.
a combination of flavors I had in Croatia, interpreted through a dish I had in Louisville with a little bit of my own whatever. And so you'll find like dishes like Spanish fly, which are paella cakes with ice cold crab salad. Or I'll do a chorizo-based sloppy joe that's an homage to a sandwich I had in Argentina. So I like to change it up. And I've got stuff you could do with kids, stuff you could do for date night, stuff you could do for entertaining, even some drinks. And plus I also didn't want to do just the cookbook. So I got the history of chocolate and rhyme, best places for dates, great burgers around the country, places for the best French fries globally, stuff like that. Because I found a great hamburger in the Caribbean, in the island of Nevis, the Golden Rock Plantation. This woman just puts her foot in it, man. This unbelievable hamburger in the Caribbean.
Is it a real plantation, man? They have slaves? Like, who's
All right.
making the burgers, bro?
Fair enough. I probably should have watched that before. Back in the day, it was a sugar plantation. Now it is just a beautiful resort that probably should change its name.
But the spirits are still roaming the grounds, man.
Okay, you know what? It's a terrible burger. It's an awful burger. I never should have even.
Don't say that.
Adam.
My ancestors can cook.
Okay, Adam, thank you for coming by, man.
My honor, pleasure
really
always.
appreciate it. And, man, Adam Richman, if you want to reach him directly, how can they reach you, bro?
On Twitter, at Adam Richman. Facebook, the same thing. And, yeah, my website is theadamrichman.com.
All right, man. Thanks for coming through, man.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shea 45.